Hey, what up, y'all? Back with new content TV. All right, y'all. Okay, so Clarissa Shields got something to say about this unfairness in the Olympics. You know, when you got this trans man beating up on his female. And yeah. So I'm glad that Clarissa Shields acknowledges that women should fight women and men should fight men. You know what I mean? It's crazy because when you hear her talk, it's still kind of hard for her to acknowledge the fact that men are stronger than women. Talking about she sparred men before. Yeah, you sparred men before, but they weren't even trying. I seen her sparring session, man. Them niggas was not throwing no hands. They weren't really sparring. But the guy that dropped you was really sparring. You know what I mean? So y'all remember that time when Clarissa Shield was sparring this dude and the dude dropped her with one hit. She knows the difference, man. She knows the difference in power. You know what I mean? But yeah. Anyway, let's check out what Carissa got to say, and then I'm gonna come back with my thoughts.
I couldn't imagine getting inside the ring with the biological man. I mean, even though I spar against the men, but fighting for the Olympics is way bigger than that. It's so much more on the line. The Olympics definitely dropped the ball, and listen, I don't have anything against transgender women or transgender men. All I'm saying is that men should fight against men, women should fight against women, and transgenders should fight against transgenders. That is how I feel. I will stand with that. I'm not homophobic or anything like that, or against the gay community.
Yeah, y'all. You heard her say, even though she sparred against men before, but in the Olympics, it's a bigger stage or whatever. Listen, Clarissa Shields. It doesn't matter if you spar against men. It doesn't matter if it's a bigger stage or not. You know, yeah, women can spar against men for practice and things like that, but you making it sound like you could beat up men, and you probably can. The ones that don't hit the gym and don't know how to fight. That's pretty much it. But other than that, man, you are no match for any man. You know what I'm saying? Um, that's pretty much an average in physical ability, meaning that they hit the gym, they do the normal shit, you know what I'm saying, to stay in shape. You can't beat those guys. You know what I mean? But anyway, so yeah, man, what's his name? Jake Paul, man. Jake Paul wants to give this young lady a chance for her to showcase her skills, and I'm all for it, man. I'm all for that because it's not fair that she worked so hard, you know what I mean, to get to that stage, man. She then got on a diet. She then ran a couple miles, did a lot of push-ups, worked really hard to get to that level, to get hit one time and quit, to get hit one time by a trans man and quit. All that training, all that, all that went to waste, man. You know what I mean? And it's not fair. The Olympics needs to stop doing that, man. It's crazy because they want to ban other people from a lot of things, or they want to disqualify people from a lot of things. You know what I mean? But they don't want to disqualify a trans man beating up on a woman like that. The Olympics never really been fair at all. You know what I mean? Especially to minorities. Floyd Mayweather. It's a couple of boxers that were cheated out of their gold medal, man, because they picked the other opponent when clearly Floyd Mayweather and these other boxers won the fight. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people that got cheated. A lot of black boxers that got cheated in the Olympics. You know what I mean? Yeah, the Olympics never really been fair like that. They really, I don't know. I think it's some white lady that runs the organization or whatever. She's the CEO or whatever. I don't know who she is, man. And I understand why it's like that because you got people like those type of mindset that's working and controlling how the Olympics should be. You know what I mean? Yeah, especially with the disgrace of the opening ceremony when they thought it was a good idea to mock God like that. It's crazy, man. So now we're starting to see the science of this whole thing. You know what I mean? That women cannot beat men in any sport. You know what I mean? They cannot. You know what I mean? You may have a few a small account, probably luck or whatever, but in reality, a woman cannot beat a man in any sport. You know what I mean? Yeah, not they can't, and it shows. You know what I mean? The lady did not want to fight, continue fighting this man. You know, yeah. So let's not forget about the female UFC fighter. She was a black female. She fought this trans man, and she got her skull cracked. You know what I mean? Whoever put her in that ring with that man, they're a messed up individual for that man, because he beat up a lot of females in MMA fighting women. It's crazy, man. For any man to think that he could compete with other women, you know what I mean, in the sport, and think it's normal because you think and you believe that you're a female, these people need mental you know what I mean, help, man. They need to sit down with a psychiatrist. They need to sit down with a doctor, and they need to keep it real with them and let them know that, listen, man, even though you may feel this way, you're not that. You're a male. You're always going to be a male, and just embrace the body that you were born with. That's it. That's all, man. Just embrace the body that you was born with. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, man. Because this is a mental problem. You know what I mean? This is a big mental problem. You know, so yeah, I commend what's his name, Jake Paul, man, for inviting Angela Carini, you know what I mean, to showcase her talent, man. You know what I mean? And I hope she takes that offer and get paid, because the Olympics, they her dirty, man. They wanna they wanna praise this LGBT crap so bad. You know what I mean? They want to support that community so bad, but don't even care about the integrity of the Olympic Games at all. You know what I mean? Yeah, they don't even care about the integrity of it, man. They just want to just promote this agenda, which is crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah, I could recall Griner, when she was in an interview. She said that women should be able to compete with men. That's what she said, y'all. That's what she said. That type of advice and that type of thinking almost got this girl killed right here, man. And I almost got the girl at the from the UFC killed as well, when she got her skull cracked from a trans man. You know what I mean? These people are just, listen, I don't know where to get these. I don't know who's teaching these people this, man. I don't know why they believe it. And the reason they want to believe it, because they want to justify their lifestyle. So they want to ignore the facts. They want to ignore the science, because they want to continue in their sin. That's all it is. They want to continue in their sin, their lifestyle. So they will try to act dumb, and they will try to give stupid, false, delusional advice, talking about women should be able to compete with men. She didn't think so, because when she got hit one time, she quit. Just like Clarissa Shields, she ever fought for a title, and she gets hit by a real boxer, a male boxer, she will quit the first round as well. You know what I'm saying? Just like how she got knocked out in a sparring session. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, y'all, let's take a look at what Jake Paul have to say about Angela. You know what I mean? And which I agree. Let's take a look at this. All right, y'all. So take a look at this, man. What Jake Paul have to say about this? You know what I mean? So he wants to offer her a. First, he acknowledged that there's an agenda. See, the thing is, man, not everybody that's in Hollywood or in show business think alike. Not everybody in this secret society or Illuminati, whatever y'all conspiracy people want to say, not all famous people or people with influence are in that type of group. You know what I mean? Not that there isn't a group that does stuff in secrecy. I'm pretty sure they are, but not all of them are in that group. You know what I mean? And Jake Paul's calling that agenda out, which we all agree, you know what I mean? Because there is an agenda that's being pushed in our faces. Just like when you go to the library, when you go to certain places, you got the rainbow flag flying around. I don't understand why there's got to be a rainbow flag at a library. You know what I mean? At one of these government buildings, you go to a county building, whatever, you see some of these flags playing. I don't understand it. Because the only flag that should be flying up is the American flag, the flag of that state, or a POW flag. That's just my opinion. You know what I mean? So, no, yeah, it's my opinion, and it should be a fact that's the only flags that should be flying up, not flags that's based on people emotion. Because if that was the case, there'll be thousands of flags flying up because of people emotions. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? There's some people that believe that they're spiders. There should what? So you telling me there should be flags of spiders flying around? That's what I'm saying. So I like this thing here that he wants to give her a platform where she could showcase her talent, or boxing talent, You know what I'm saying? And that way she can showcase her skills, which I agree, because I know she's pretty hurt. You know what I mean? She went through all that training, and like I said, blood and tears and sweat to get to this level, to end up fighting a man. It's not fair at all. You know what I mean? That's just let you guys think how these people view life, and how they want people to view and to accept the agenda and the lifestyle that's going on right now. They want you guys to accept this transgender community thing. So when people start boycotting the Olympics about regarding those transgender disrespecting Christianity, you know what they did? They took it down. You know what I mean? And see, they're not going to stop you if you don't stand up for yourself. You got to be able to stand up for yourself. You got to stand up for yourself when it comes to agendas like this that are not morally correct and right. You know what I mean? So Jake Paul's calling out this agenda. You know what I mean? He understands that this is not right. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure she's not the only female, y'all. There's plenty of females, man. You can even go to Google and look up a lot of interviews of women athletes complaining and disgusted about them performing against men. You know what I mean? And y'all could just Google it. Y'all could Google it. Y'all can research it. Y'all can go to YouTube. It's the information is there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all, it's just crazy. It's crazy, man. You know what I mean? That we live in a world where they want you to accept a lifestyle. You know what I mean? They're pushing the lifestyle in your face. You know what I mean? Every time you turn on the TV or you know what I mean, you watching a show, you watching a movie or something, it's some man kissing another man, some woman kissing another woman. You got rappers dressing like women, male rappers dressing like women, and female rappers dressing like males. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the WNBA, you got a lot of these women in the WNBA dressing like men. It's crazy, man. You know what I mean? It's a crazy world we live in. You know what I mean? So we just need to stay prayed up and teach your kids the biology of how the human body works, because you got male, you got female, you know what I'm saying? And they work hand in hand like a puzzle. You know what I'm saying? So it starts with their minds. No kid grows up liking another sex, man, unless they see something or they experience something that's either traumatic, or they see something that's going on around the house and they think it's normal, which is not. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna say is about this. You know, you got to teach the kids. You got to teach the young kids, man, that this type of lifestyle is not acceptable. And when they do see a lifestyle like that, what they got to do is educate them about that. You know what I'm saying? Educate them about that. I know they're going to see a male kissing another male, and that's the time for you to educate your kids on that. About, hey, you know what I'm saying? What those two guys are doing is not normal. That's not what God intended that to be. And these people have a sinful lust. Sometimes you got to go real in detail, you know what I'm saying, and break it down scientifically if you have to. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, y'all, this back with new content TV. Please subscribe to the channel. Holla at me. You know what I mean?